So, talking about Chanukah, I think what we just spoke about earlier and your recent passing of the bill in terms of anti-Semitism couldn't have been at a more divine and opportune time. Chanukah, we always talk about the miracle of one candle, enough oil to last for one day, lasting for 8 days. But let's not forget what the battle was really all about. Why was the temple invaded? Why was every single jar of olive oil defiled? It was a war. It was a protest against spirituality, against religious freedom. And the victory of the Maccabees, that small, tiny army, against a vicious and large Greek-Syrian army at the time, was the victory of spirituality, of religious rights, of our democracy, everything that we stand for. Today, 2,200 years later, unfortunately, we are battling a similar cause. And it's thanks to our representative in Congress and people like you coming together and saying, we had a victory then. We are going to continue to be victorious. We are going to continue to fight for what we believe in, for our rights, for religious freedom, that every single individual, no matter what their faith is, can live, can practice in their home, in their country where they are. And so the lights of Chanukah remind us that no matter how small or how unpopular we may be at times, we will always be victorious. We will win. And my blessing and wishes to you that as you have been for over 30 years a voice in Congress for every single person, and not only in New Jersey, but throughout the world, and you shared that with us almost 2 years ago when you came to our dinner, that you were in Russia when our fellow brothers and sisters were experiencing that oppression. You continue to do so. You're on your way to Iraq. You're on your way to continue to be that voice for people that don't have a voice. And God should succeed you, give you much more health in everything that you do.
Rabbi, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I could just add, thank you, Rabbi, for honoring us with your presence for the lighting of the menorah. It really does, I think, put in context the season. Just today I was reading all about Daniel, because I love to read about Daniel, and my favorite books are Proverbs and Psalms. But of course, Daniel tells a great story of courage, and also of Esther, who is another great. My wife and I just look at, except for times such as this, that so many times in history, it is only because of moral courage that, following on her example, that believers have been saved, and of course she saved the entire nation at the request of Mordecai. So I just want to thank you for further amplifying Hanukkah and how important this wonderful symbolism is for God and light, and we need more light. We've had too much darkness. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your personal leadership.
Thank you.